I've given out many cigarettes to many people, many homeless people as well.
Oh, man, I got a homeless story for you. Once when I was living in L.A., I went to a Boston market. You always get, like, the chicken, the two sides, and they give you cornbread. And there was this homeless lady outside, and as I walked out, I offered her my cornbread. And she's like, oh, please, if I have another cornbread today, I'm going to lose my mind.
No.
It's like, well, you posted up outside of Boston Market. I'm not giving you the chicken. You're going to get cornbread.
Or the side of mac and cheese.
Yeah. Like, oh, God. Yeah, we'll share the fork.
That's a good, feel good story with the homeless, for sure.
I stopped a guy from bleeding. Like, I kicked him out of my bar. He was being a total douche, and he was drunk. Then somebody came in and like, there's a guy that needs help out there, and I ran out. The guy had fallen back on his head, cracked his head open, blood was pooling, and I used my tie to like tie it around his scalp, and then like called
like a tourniquet.
Yeah, just like trying to like tighten it. Yeah,
that's a good deed, especially ruining a good tie like that when you're bartending. So,
yeah, thank God I didn't have a clip on.
I saved a lady from a DUI at my bar one time. She put her car into the ditch and came in, and she had obviously had a few drinks. So before the police got there, I ended up just feeding her a bunch of shots and had the shots in front and just kept giving it to her. Police show up, and they're like, is that your car? She was like, yes. And she was all shaken up. And I said, look, she just had a few shots. I gave it to her. She was a little shaken up. So ended up doing that and saving her from a DUI that way.
Oh, really? Then what happened?
Oh, boy. We had a few more drinks that night, and then I don't really want to tell that.
Did you get her a ride home, or get her a cab, or what?
I ended up giving her a ride home and sleeping with her that night.
See, you're trying to do a redemption story.
It just leads right into that when we are bartenders. There's always a good deed is outweighed by, what we do, and that's having fun.
One time some guy came into my karaoke bar, and he tipped us $500. He was rolling his face off. So Craig, kind of a famous actor, and I all went to the Body Shop on Sunset and just blew it at the strip joint immediately. And then the next day he came in and was talking to Sal about how he was like really messed up on ecstasy and he didn't mean to tip us $500. And we gave him his money back.
Wow, really?
Yeah. It wasn't so much a good deed as like Sal made us do it, but like we did it.
That's still a feel-good move.
Yeah, it was a tip.
Yeah. Exactly.
I've done the thing where I was like, oh, wait, you gave me a 50. Here's your change. And they thought it was like a 20. I'm just trying to list things off, you guys, because I know we sounded like such scumbags earlier.
We did.
What else was good?
I mean, I've always given people, I've grabbed a couple people some Ubers that needed them home. And
I did that, and they messed up my Uber rating, dude.
Oh, absolutely.
They were belligerent in the car. I got them the Uber under my account, and then they were like...
Yeah, I had a puker with an Uber that I grabbed for somebody and ended up having to pay for that.
I had a bleeder. He had a bloody nose in the back.
Oh, gee. I wonder where that bloody nose came from.
He said he hit himself in the face with the door. I don't know. It was a convoluted story.
Yeah, always.
David, if you're listening, you know what you did.
Yeah, so, those stories always come back to haunt you, too. You're nice, and then they come back to haunt, so... I don't know. There's a lot of those. I bought somebody dinner before, but always comes back to haunt you. They end up becoming psycho and crazy. And
wait, is this douchey? Like us trying to list off good things?
I think it is too.
It is too. Oh God.
Yeah, I think it's kind of.
Guess what else we did?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, man.
I'm not a feel good bartender. I'll make you feel good, but
it's like contributing to a charity, then telling people about it.
Yeah,
that's what we're doing right now.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, I should delete this. As you can tell, listeners, I didn't. All right. Well, this has been episode 19, the night he was buck by popular demand.
Hopefully I'll be back again, but I don't know after this episode.
Oh, no, we're going to definitely have you back. We'll pre-screen on the story this time.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like to wing it and just like let it happen naturally, but with you, I think we got to kind of go over some stuff, kind of like we're on Jeopardy and we have to talk about what we're going to talk about before we talk about
ground rules. So I got to set the ground rules.
Yeah.
Ground rules would be good, definitely.
Yeah. God, you smell like something. That was pretty epic.
That was another classic line from Buck.
All right, listeners, we will see you next time on Cocktails and Wasted Nights. Say bye, Buck.
Bye. Have a good night.
Okay. I think after this episode, we need one more drink, right? So here we go. Grab a Collins glass or a rocks glass. Jury's still out. East Coast, I know, is Collins glass, and people in Colorado are telling me it's a rocks glass. Anyway, fill it up with ice. Throw in 1 ounce of vodka, 1 ounce of Kahlua, and fill the rest of the glass with soda. Then grab 3 straws and turbo that shit. That's what we call a mind eraser. So we can move on to the next episode with a clean slate. Well, it's last call, so let me give you a tip. Don't say, "Can I have a Coke and rum?" Liquor first, then mixer. You don't have mash and bangers. You don't have jelly and peanut butter. Put the horse in front of the cart, for fuck's sake. Folks, it's been a blast. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. And a call to my fellow booze slingers. Send in your stories to cockedtalesandwastednights@gmail.com. You can remain anonymous if you'd like. Thanks for listening, subscribing, downloading, and spreading the word. Don't be afraid to give me a good review, even if you're lying. If you'd like to support the podcast, check out Behind Bars, Cocked Tales, and Wasted Nights on Patreon. And check out my video, Just Close It, on YouTube. We'll see you next time on Behind Bars, Cocked Tales, and Wasted Nights. Cheers! Welcome to episode 19 of Behind Bars, Cocked Tales, and Wasted Nights. Ah, fuck. We need to do either that or you'll unsubscribe and leave this establishment. Either that or you'll... Fuck. I figured I'd Fuck. Fucking text messages. Then grab 3 straws and turbo down that... Fuck.